We've got Leo Leary here, PotterBar town manager. 3-1 defeat. I think first half he just never really got going, and I kept saying in the commentary that I don't know why Cochrane ain't starting to give Charles some help up there. And once he come on, you look dangerous all over the place. What's the thinking? Was he injured, or were you saving him for some reason? Or
No, just shape-wise, really. We've looked better as a side with one up top and two tens of late. And Ken scored four in the last four. So we weren't. It was more about shape today more than
right.
personnel. So, but it's a difficult decision for us to make. To be honest, we got two really good centre forwards, and we just thought game plan today, nice big pitch, try and play through the thirds and hurt the opposition that way. But ultimately, hindsight's a wonderful thing. If we had our time again, we wouldn't have been any worse than we were first half, and it took us a real long time to grips with the game of football, and that weren't for very long anyway. It weren't sustained for a long period of time at all. Probably maybe 5 minutes in the second half where we got our goal, had a little bit of momentum, but then that momentum was quickly taken out of ourselves by another another goal that was easily avoidable.
Yeah, it's like defensively. I mean, particularly for that first goal. I mean, for a little 5 foot something to rise and get a header in that 6 yard area for that first goal. I mean, the likes of your captain and
Yeah,
I think I forget who the other centre back you had in there.
yeah,
That is disappointing. Three headers like that.
yeah. And we can't keep using it as an excuse with the lack of defenders that we have missing, but the boys knew exactly what they were going to come up and face against today. We knew by looking at the team sheet who they were playing up top. We knew that they weren't going to play too much football. They were going to play a little bit direct and ask loads of questions from our back line. Um, so, but we
Can you put
didn't.
your finger on why that wasn't? Look, you had a. I almost thought you were going to get another cracking result on the back of Merstham against Worthing midweek.
Yeah,
Took them to the wire as such. What's your thinking? Why they haven't come out the block so well today? What's?
I just
Can
think
you put your finger on it?
well, we've got a young group of players, and I think we haven't had to face too many games of football like that this year, and we struggle to adapt to what they were facing. Um, I just don't think we've done the basics well enough today, and that was winning first balls, winning second balls, tracking runners. I don't think we'd done the basics of football today, and working hard enough as a group. The opposition looked like they wanted it a lot more than us, and that's what's so frustrating because we have such a good young group of lads that they're not doing themselves any favours
But
by just letting the games go by
go
them.
by, but it's a cup competition. I don't expect you were going to go too far in it without being rude. You
No,
know
of
what I
course.
mean? So you can concentrate a little bit more on the league. But I don't know if you've heard the news. It's come through that we're likely to have a national lockdown come Thursday.
Okay.
So Tuesday nights probably. Have you got a game
No,
Tuesday?
no.
So this could be the last game of football for a while for yourself. So I'm more worried the fact that whether clubs can cope with a month lockdown at step 3 and below, and all the other. I don't know how Potter's Bar can react to a month away with no football? Are they heavily reliant on those finances? Would that be a real kick up the back? Well, not kick up the backside, a
No, I
real
know what you mean. Yeah.
hardship for the club?
Oh no, definitely because um, we are reliant on gate receipts.
Wow.
Ultimately, on gate receipts, and our attendances have gone up over the last year, which helps us out massively. So I know that it's going to be tough. I just logistically, I don't know how it's going to work.
And what worries me even more that after that happens, and if it isn't any better, that you could see from step 3 and below saying, right, that's it, we're knocking on the head for this season. That's my worry, that the fact that they just decide that all these fits and starts and shutdowns and what I mean, that's my worry.
Yeah, a month without football. They can't just expect us to say 1st of December we go back and play first league game back.
Yeah, see,
They
there's
can't
that to
expect
it
that.
as well,
Yeah,
isn't it?
because
Yeah, there's that to
the
it.
boys are going to need another mini pre-season. They can't, like, for health and safety risks. That's
Yeah.
not ideal. So we probably could be looking at, if that is the case today, we might not go back till after Christmas, and then And then you're looking at it. It was.
I suppose you could with the league. And is there a rush that it has to be finished by May? Could it not just carry on till June or July and just get a season out of the way? Possibly. Maybe you have to have a mini pre-season again, as you suggested. Then think about that element. If you have a month off, the players,
they can't just get up and running. No.
So all this social distancing stuff and all those sort of complicated things with COVID come into play.
Yeah.
So you then start from scratch again from a fitness perspective.
Yep.
And that in its own self changes the whole complexion. All the teams that are sitting up top might not come back in the same frame of mind, and all the teams around the bottom. It's so complicated.
It is. It's tough. I wouldn't even like to comment on it really. All I know is that the league don't like to stretch the season out, and they have their date to finish the league by, and I don't think that they look to move that date too much, to be honest.
But Lee, I know you've got to get back up PotterBar. Thanks for that. You're just jumping in your car, mate. Hopefully, I'll see you after Christmas at some game.
Hopefully, Mick.
But as I said to you, I've really enjoyed your football that your boys play, and your supporters have tuned in my commentary because I was going to Merstham, got all the way there. That got called off. So back here, mate. I thought I deliberately didn't want to do you today, to be fair, Lee. But anyway, a little bit of coverage for PotterBar. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Mick.
Thanks a lot. In the future, mate.
Take care.